Hey guys, Carl, sir. So I haven't put out any new videos because I haven't been feeling very well. Some of you know I have some health problems, some long-term health problems. I don't like to talk about it a lot. I don't want my stream to be about that. I want it to be about gaming and fun gaming and respectful gaming and us all having a good time and so on while gaming basically, but every once in a while, it basically, knocks me off my feet for a little bit, and I'm sort of recovering now, so I think I'm good to go. But that's why I haven't put out any videos in the last several days. The one I'm putting out today is going to be nice, short, sweet, simple. I'm also going to make two others today, or at least I'm going to try. And they may or may not drop today. I might save one. That way, in the future, if I feel like I can't make a video on a certain day, I can just, I already have a video on standby. I can just plop it out. But yeah, so the what we're going to talk about today is the incoming HoH, Hall of Heroes. The water neostone agent is going to be this incoming HoH. There's been a lot of discussion about this in 140. There's a few people who seem to not like her, but honestly, everybody who I've seen talk about it, who I trust, says that she's really strong. And you can see people are using her in Siege. Now, what I'm seeing is for sure that she is a guild siege and a guild war monster, and that's about it. Offense set up with copper, as you can see right here. I mean, out of the four teams right here, she's with copper 3 times. And it looks like the other monster is kind of interchangeable. But basically, you can take a look at her third skill and get a decent idea why. She heals everybody by 30% of her max HP, so you can just build her a crap ton of HP and get a woohoo. I mean, her max level 35, right, is 7,500 base HP. That's a 5-star. As a 6-star, I'd have to go look it up, and I can't do that without ending the video right now. So I'll try to go look it up later and like drop it down in the comments. But if her base HP is 7,500 as a 5-star, it's probably close to 10,000 as a 6-star max level. So that's pretty easy to get like 30k HP. And then you're given 30% of that as a heal. That's at least a 10k heal to everybody. And it will increase their defense for 2 turns. But wait, there's more. The skill generates a shield that lasts for 2 turns and is equivalent to half of the excessive heal. So if you lead with Emma, right, and I think this is going to be the strategy for those copper setups, I would have to double check, but looking at her abilities and knowing how to use copper myself, I would think you would want Emma to be your fastest person. She's got a decent base speed at 104. You make her the fastest person in the team. You drop her S3 down if your team has not been CC'd to some degree. You drop your S3, it gives a defense buff to Copper, which he needs, and then it gives him a nice shield to make sure that he can live through any attacks before he gets a turn. And then, on your next turn, you've got your S2. Now, the S2 is different than the last S2. The S2 on Olivia, I'm sorry, not the last, on Olivia. Olivia is the more common of these, of this family, I mean, and she is really, really powerful. Her S2 is not the same as this, though. Her S2, basically, you can pick anyone on your team, including Olivia, and it increases their attack bar all the way to 100%. So if you use it on Olivia, basically, if you had a skill on a cooldown, right, if her S3 had 1 cooldown left, you could use it on her. She'd immediately get the next turn. There's no cutting available because it's 100% refill. And then her S3 would be up, and you could drop it on, your team. So the S2 on her was that. The S2 on here seems to be, it will reduce the beneficial effects on targets, or remove them, I should say. And it says removes all beneficial effects on a target. And if there are 2 or more removed in this way, the attack bar of all allies will be increased by 20%. That does not exist on Olivia. Olivia does not have an AoE attack bar increase. So basically, you're kind of trading like a shield with a little bit better heal, because Olivia doesn't heal. You're adding a heal and a shield with a defense buff on a 4-turn cooldown once you've max skilled. And then an attack bar increase for your entire team with the ability to remove beneficial effects. I mean, there are times Olivia is useless because the enemy has a will rune. I mean, if you have will, you can't attack bar decrease, because that's Olivia's third skill, is that she takes down the attack bar of the opponent with her S3, and then it also gives a defense buff to the whole team. It's kind of weird looking because she literally like attacks the other person. Yeah, she is. And then each attack decreasing the target's or target's attack bar by 25%. Additionally, it increases the defensive allies for 3 turns. I mean, it's just kind of weird. You attack, and after you attack and reduce their attack bar a little, she throws her sword in the air, and it gives you a defense buff. Now, hers is 3 turns, and this one's is only, and Emma's is only 2 turns. But I think the real difference there is that Emma gets the ability to heal and give a shield to her team as well. But then, yeah, the S2 is majorly different. So they would have slightly different uses, sort of. Basically, you would pair both of them up with a copper or a bulldozer, depending on who you're trying to kill. And maybe even zinc. I have not heard... Most of the people that I trust say that zinc is not really worth it. That there is almost always a better monster to build. Not that zinc is bad, just that he's not necessary often, and there's other people who can fill his role. So I don't know exactly. I have to look into that before I really am willing to say for sure to give my point of view, because I look at these things vigorously. I study. I mean, I looked over Emma for an hour after hearing a bunch of opinions before I started doing this video. So you will not hear it from me unless it just slips on accident or I have really, really paid attention and looked at somebody. So Emma's just going to have a different use. Olivia's going to have that attack bar reduction, but Emma's going to have that strip. So if you're against like a Wusaw, for instance, like I used Bulldozer against a team that had Wusaw earlier because I needed to kill, a wind monster. So my I needed to kill a fire monster who was the threat. Sorry. I had to kill a fire monster who was the threat. But that would mean if I took copper, he would glance against the fire monster. So I couldn't bring copper. So I had to bring bulldozer and then just kind of whittle down Wusaw later on. If I would have had Emma as a monster, I would have just went ahead and taken Emma instead of Olivia. Because Olivia against Wusaw is basically worthless. Unless you can outspeed her for the first move, good luck. Seriously, good luck, since people build her with a crap ton of speed. I mean, that's all that really matters on her. You build her speed, and then whatever other stats you can get are just cool. I mean, so, yeah. Emma, hands down in my opinion, has her uses. What those are outside of PvP, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure there is a really good use for her outside of PvP, but hands down, 100%, I think she is worth building for Guild War or Guild Siege at some point. As I've said with a couple other things, you have to decide what that point is for yourself, kinda. She's not going to offer you a ton of flexibility. So if you've got other monsters who are going to fit several roles for you, and this is not a weakness that you're against, like I don't have very many stripper monsters. I'm going to build Emma from this HoH and get her all skilled up because I don't have very many stripper monsters, and she's a great stripping monster on top of being a good copper / bulldozer accompanying monster. So if you want to build her, I would say do it. Absolutely do it. If you don't want to build her, I would just ask you to think about why. What is it about it that makes you not want to build her? Because I've seen a few people vehemently deny that she is worth building, and I don't know why, because every instinct I have tells me that she is a good monster. She is a very good support to accompany any of those armor breaking, or not armor breaking, but armor ignoring damage types that need a nice support to go with them. And when you're against something like a Wusaw or anything else that can drop, even the Ariel now, right? That he just got boosted. If you get rid of his heal over time that's on people, it kind of reduces his ability to heal by quite a bit, because that's part of his heal. I mean, a really strong part of his heal is that. So I'm gonna kill it here. I'm having a hard time. I just had to clear my throat like 3 times in a minute, and I hate that because I'm on audio. So I'm going to kill it here, cut it here, take a listen, and then hopefully post it. Thank you, everybody. We're at 169 subscribers as of right now. I feel so blessed to have some of the subscribers that I have, some of the fans that I have, you guys helping me build this channel, because without you, this channel would not be built at all, period. I would have 7 subscribers. But again, thank you very much, and that's it, guys. I'm out.